Hello and welcome. You have a mold in front of you. It's wiggly. Anyway, let's get a little serious here, I guess. This is the death head moth. This is the one that's got the skull in it. And this video is going to go for Grace. She wanted to see the death head moth done. And we get a bonus make tonight. This is the cat on the pumpkin. It's got a witch hat on it. And so my plan for this is I'm going to dust the inside of the pumpkin with orange and yellow. And then I'm going to put black into the hat. Because, you know, witch hat, la la. And now the cat is supposed to be all black. But I'm thinking that you won't be able to see many features of the cat if the cat is all black. It'll blend with the hat and I'll have to put features on. So what I intend to do then is I want to make sure that there is a definition between the two. So the cat is going to be actually a very dark gray. And so we're going to get to that dusting as soon as the dusting for this one is done. For the dusting on this one, I have this pretty color here. And this one. The moth is going to be done in this, and the wings in this color. Now, as for the skull, I'm going to have probably an issue with the skull because I do want the skull seen, so it needs to be white. So what I intend to do is try not to get, well, I'll have to clean the skull off, I'm sure, because I'm going to get powder everywhere. That's just me. And so what I'm going to do is I'll make sure I clean off the skull section really well after dusting the rest of the moth. And then I'm going to pour white in behind it. It'll help bring out the features of the moth itself. So let's get going on this. We're going to do the moth first. Now this is kind of a red-purple blend. Ooh, look at that. I got it all over the outside of the mold already. And like all mica powders, it has its own mind. That's why we do a lot of cleanup. And it seems that this has a little bit of glitter in it too. I think I'm going to go back with the glove idea because it seemed to work pretty well. Be right back with a pair of gloves. There's 1 and 2. Let's get this on. I'm going to try to pull them up as far as I can on the fingers this time. Let's see if I can just use the one glove for now.
It's Halloween, go outside if you dare. There are bats and witches in the air. Ghosts and goblins roam the night, waiting to give you a horrible fright.
Hard not to get that head, I'm telling you.
Rattling, teeth are gnashing, a glint from an eye, lighting flashing.
Alright, I'm going to go off camera right now, and I'm going to get this done and cleaned up, and then we'll be back and we'll do the pumpkin and the cat. Oh my goodness, I almost had a boo-boo there. Back in a few. Alright, I got it all dusted for the moth body. So now we're going to go with the wings. And I'm going to dump a little bit in there. A little bit, Marcy. Remember, a little bit. And we're going to spread that around.
It's not you they see.
Try to get it down in all those cracks and crevices. I will burnish with a brush, a kind of a stiff brush, so that I make sure it's all down in the cracks and crevices.
A glint from an eye, lighting flashing. Rolling thunder makes you stop and wonder what's creeping up from down under. Happy Halloween.
Alright, you can see what I'm doing, so I'm going to go ahead and pause while I get this done. Alright, I've got the cat one inside out right now, and I'm holding on tight because I really don't want the cat to be anything other than black. So I'm doing the hat in the same color as I put on the moth. And I got a feeling I'm going to get ears. I think I got the ear already. So I'll have to clean that out, but see if we can get definition of the hat. If I get the ears, that's fine. I'll just clean them. The arthritis is screaming at me for holding this as tight as I am. But right now it's the only choice I've got to keep it from flipping right side or back side, back in. And when I get done doing this, I'll show you the moth. Okay, that's an ear, that's an ear. I think that's a nose. So I gotta be careful. I'm not too sure. Or it's a belt buckle or something. It's a buckle. Or the band on the hat. I do have a new theme song for my channel. I do have to find a way to shorten it a little bit. Near and far, huddled together under the crafter's star, pouring resin and paint, kneading clay and dough. And I did what I was never going to do. I said I was never going to do. The lyrics are mine, but the music and the voice are AI. So I fell into that little trap there. Alright, so that's the hat. I'll get the ears cleaned out and I'll be back. Alright, the orange and the yellow, these are basically generic from Temu. And what I did was I put some into pots so that we can try to control what's going on here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one finger down in the orange, one in the yellow, and we're just going to dot for right now. Pouring resin and paint, kneading clay and dough. If you'll notice, I put a I see a spot I gotta clean off. Oh, it'll just mix a little bit with the black, I guess, and be a shiny spot. Anyway, I put a baby wipe down this time to catch the falling mica powders. For less cleanup. Alright, now I'm going to stick my hand inside here for support, and we're just going to smudge in. Try to get all these edges really well. Now, if I remember the picture of this correctly, this cat also has like a scarf or something. that it will be black, and if I must, I will paint it. Now, there's kind of a scarf right there. So we'll have to figure out a different color for that, maybe green or something. Sorry, I'm so quiet right now. Just really trying to concentrate and hoping to keep from having this pop out too soon for me. All right, let's find a green to go with this. All right, I think I got that. And I'm going to pause you and I'll go find the green and be right back. Okay, so this is what I did. I found this green works really well. I'm going to do a quick cleanup here because I noticed that it kind of spread to the cat's face a little bit. And the only thing left to do is to knock out any loose powder. I'll get that done real quick here. Okay. Now remember, I've already dusted that area with the orange and yellow, so that won't stay there. You won't see that green there, hopefully. That's if I did a really good job. All right, so it's time to turn this baby out. Try to miss its face. There we go. And now comes the time to go ahead and mix up some resin. So I'm going to do that off camera, and I will be back. We're going to pour them both in black in all actuality. Now the cat is not going to require a ton of resin. And I don't think the moth is either. I do want the face of the skull a different color. I'll be right back. Okay, what I found was a white interference powder. So it's going to be probably silver. I will clean the eyes off. Because I want them to be the black that's going to be poured into here. And I have a wonderful fly that has decided to join me tonight. All right, I think that'll do that. Now all I have to do is clean the white off, and then we can pour some resin. And I'm going to pause you while I clean up here and mix resin. Okay, I wanted to show you that I'm going to be using two different blacks. These are by a brand called Nasubi. I got them off of Temu. And this is a black. It is a good black. I will say that. I was very impressed with this. And that's going to go mainly for the cat. And the other black I'm going to use is what's supposed to be a true black from HTV Runt, and we're going to test out that theory to see if it is a true black. And excuse me. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get that black mixed up for the Nasubi brand, and we're going to get it poured into here, and then I'll mix the other for this.
It's Halloween, go outside if you dare. There are bats and witches in the air. Ghosts and goblins roam the night, waiting to give you a horrible fright. Bones are rattling, teeth are gnashing, a glint from an eye, lighting flashing. Rolling thunder makes you stop and wonder what's creeping up from down under. The snap of a twig, maniacal laughter will make you feel you're the one they're after. But wait, what is that I see? It's a black cat up in the tree. Bones are rattling, teeth are gnashing, a glint from an eye, lighting flashing. Rolling thunder makes you stop and wonder what's creeping up from down under. Don't be afraid, it's not you they see. You're dressed like them, they'll leave you be. Don a mask or some makeup and costume, and they'll be sure to assume. Bones are rattling, teeth are gnashing, a glint from an eye, lighting flashing. Rolling thunder makes you stop and wonder what's creeping up from down under. Happy Halloween.
Okay, we're ready to do this. Alright, first let's check out the extra. The other one I put away. Oh, this one's still soft. Interesting. Okay, these aren't. Don't know why that one's still soft. I've got a cat hair on the bottom. So anyway, I don't know which one you would like me to do first, Grace, so I'm going to go ahead and stop this from rocking for one, and say eeny, meeny, miny, mo, but you said the moth first, and then the cat with the pumpkin. So we're going to do the moth. Oh boy, this is going to be a fun one to get out. I can feel that already. Maybe it won't be too bad. Hopefully there's not gappy bubbles everywhere. It is a matte mold. Got a little bit of that overpour problem, but not too big a problem. Okay, ooh, this one's actually going to be quite easy to unmold. I think. Okay, looks like we're getting it out of there. It's still a little warm, I'll say that. Okay, all we need now is to head out. Okay, are we ready, Grace? Let's take off a couple of pieces here, huh? That actually is part of the mold that just came off. Wow, interesting. Let's get some of these flaky parts here. I will, of course, do cleanup on this and post pictures at the end. So far, I like the underside. I do see, what is that, a bubble? No. Okay, not a bubble, it was just another piece of loose resin. Okay, so there's like a defect in the mold I'm seeing here. I don't know if you can see that right there. That's actually part of the mold. Excuse me. Now I wanted to check out the blackness of the HTV Ront against the Nasubi black resin. So we'll do that soon. Now darn it, I didn't notice that those were moth eyes right there. But okay, let's turn it over. Oh, his one leg is still soft. That one too. So he's got to cool down a little bit more. Ooh, hold on. Let me get it in frame. That black hid that red, but it still came out pretty cool. Looks like I missed the white in the cheek right here. But other than all of that, I like this guy. I'm looking for holes. And there aren't any. Okay, so these things here on the side, those are the feelers of the moth. Oh, wait a minute. Got a hole right here. Which I could probably fill in with some black resin. But this one's got a small one too. Okay, so I missed those. I'll probably do all the cleanup toward the end of all the videos so that you can see them in their proper glory, as to say. But yeah, I like the death head moth. I love the detail in it. That would be really great to do in, say, casting powders. And possibly in the body right here, do that with just do the whole thing in wax and put a wick right there. That would be cool. Now this resin must be getting old because it's done a lot of shrinking. I don't usually get that issue. So I will probably stabilize it and fill that a little bit later on as part of the cleanups of these. Alright, so that's the death head moth. Let's go for the kitty. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Here, kitty. Let's come out to play. I'm seeing something really kind of strange going on here. And I think it's because I backed it with the black. Alright, let's try to pop this guy out of here. My wrist is still giving me a few problems, but I'm working with it. Oop, we're almost out. Haha. We've got it. Okay. Look what the black did to the orange and yellow. That's kind of cool. Got his ears all black. Missed some on his butt here. As in, didn't get it cleaned off well enough, but he is kind of sitting in a pumpkin, right? Should be a mess. Okay, so this goes all the way up there. And that's his hands. And he's got a cape on. But what I'm seeing is, I don't know if it's the light or not, but it actually does look black, though it has kind of a silver tone. Not as bad as some of the other blacks I have seen. And yet, this is that Nasubi. his face there. I'm feeling something a little rough right there. So I'm thinking bubble, but it's not quite. Hold on, I'm seeing, yes, there's a bubble here and one right here, but not completely noticeable. So that's the makes for you, my dear. I hope everybody has enjoyed watching, and that, well, maybe we can get that 6 more subscribers so that I can do the live, because you guys are going to love what I have planned for it. Although some people do get scared about some things, and that's fine. So if you don't want to attend, I'm going to do 2 lives. I'm going to do one completely made up, all decked out with the room, everything. And the other I'm going to go ahead and do for people that do get nervous around the scarier stuff. But anyway, that's it, folks. Thanks for watching and stopping in, and leave a comment below. Hit that thumbs up button. If you're new, hi, how are you? And of course, please subscribe. Let's get this channel up there so that we can do a live on Halloween. You need to make it there before the 25th of October to the 50 subscribers. Oh, he is just so cute. And that shouldn't be too difficult, hopefully. We're at, the last I saw was 44, so yes, 6 subscribers. And, of course, share if you care. Love you all. Peace out. Love ya.